Hello, my name is Elise Franklin, and I'm going to show you how to set up your palette and how to get started with your 3D foundation. So you probably have a compact. This is my compact, but you might have a different size, different style. That is totally up to you. It's completely customizable. I have all my creams right here, my highlight and contour. I have my lip and cheeks and bronzer, illuminator, and I also have my eyeshadows on this side. And so yours might look a little bit different, but something that you will have is you will have a couple highlights, you will have a contour, maybe a couple lip and cheek colors, a couple brushes, and an illuminator and some stay spray, and you should be well on your way to your new makeup routine. All right, so your tins probably came like this. They come like this with this cute little lid. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna pop them right into your magnetic compact. So you're just gonna go like this and just pop that right in there. And then also when this one or this one runs out, well, these look like they're gonna run out soon, you just pop those out and you can pop a new one in. So you're only using what you need and only purchasing what you need as well. So there's no waste whatsoever. Okay, and then same with eyeshadows, pop those little guys in there and you're ready to go. All right, so let's get started. You're gonna want to prep your skin, especially in the summer months. I find that I need a little extra staying power because of the warm weather. So I get my stay spray and I get my perfector and I spray it on the perfector and I place it in areas that I need it. Now, I don't spray my stay spray after just because I don't like spraying my face. I find I like being able to really concentrate on the areas that I want my makeup to stay, which is generally like the T-zone, underneath the eyes, around the nose, because we touch our noses a lot, the chin area. And if you're in an industry that is requiring masks all the time, instead of like the general public that's just walking around nowadays, you might want to focus on the mask area. Okay. All right. Definitely get that T-zone area. Now you're going to set that aside. You want to make sure that your stay spray is well absorbed. You don't want to start putting your makeup on as your stay spray is wet. All right, so I'm going to be using 3 brushes today. You may just have 1, you may have 2. This is generally the 3 that I use, but you can do this makeup using only 1 brush. Okay, I'm going to start with this brush. It's called the detail brush, and I like to contour with my makeup first. Now the contour is part of your foundation, and so you want to make sure that you're just creating 1 layer. We're not creating layers and layers of makeup. So take a little bit, you're going to start at the top of the ear. Don't get too like hung up on placement. I would just say that you want to err on the top, on the higher side, but really feel your cheekbone. Get familiar with your cheekbone if you haven't felt it before. Feel it. I'm obviously very familiar with it, so I'm just kind of going with it. With the detail brush, I'm actually only using the side of it. I'm not dipping in straight on. Using the side, I'm gonna come like this and just follow. I can hug that cheekbone. I can feel it, and I'm just following it and creating a cheekbone, okay? I'm making a little curve at the end, but you don't have to do that. You don't want to come too close to the mouth because we don't want to be the Joker, okay? Your cheekbone ends right about here. You can feel it. So you want to stop where the cheekbone is and start at the ear, the top of the ear right here. Okay, still using my detail brush, I am going to apply my my contour on my forehead. Now, I have a larger forehead, so I like to just really get it in there and give an illusion that my forehead is not as big as it is. So I'm gonna come maybe a little bit lower on my contour. Now remember, contour is part of your foundation, so it's not something that you're adding. You're not adding layers. It is all gonna come together and work together and be beautiful. So I'm bringing my contour maybe down a little bit farther. If you have a smaller forehead, you might use the small end of the detail and just do a quick little line, okay? I'm gonna come under here, under my jawline, and just do a little shadowing there. I think just a little bit really makes a difference, but you don't want a whole lot. Sometimes I just use whatever is left on my brush from contouring my cheekbones. And you can actually bring your contour down on your neck if you would like. This is an option. You don't have to do this, but sometimes it just helps everything look more balanced if you have like a darker neck than your face, because that can sometimes happen. All right, so stick that along there. You got your cheekbones coming through. I minimized my forehead. And now I'm going to take that same, see how I have the side of it? Just gonna come on the side. This is a totally optional step, just skip it. If you're brand new to highlighting and contouring and this scares you, just skip the nose contour, but I like to take it and just do a quick little nose job. Takes a couple seconds to do. Just creating the lines to be as close together as possible is giving the illusion that my nose is not the focus and that it's more narrow than it is. I like my nose to not be the focus. I'd rather my eyes be. So I'm gonna come and just close it so that, see how there's light right there? We're just playing with light when it comes to highlighting and contouring. Okay, that's it. We're gonna come back and blend this, I promise, so don't get too scared. All right, I'm gonna switch brushes on you. Now you could continue to use this brush. You don't even have to clean the brush in between because the highlight and the contour are going to work together to create a three-dimensional foundation, so it's okay. I'm going to take my highlight color that I matched with for all over my face, and I'm just going to fill in the blanks. It's kind of like color by number. And I'm just gonna put this everywhere that the contour is not. And see how it's just already instantly brightening my skin up, not adding layers. And something that I need to emphasize is that a little bit goes a long way. I have been in the makeup industry for a long time, and this is such a unique foundation. I'm used to liquid foundation. I wore liquid for years and years, and come to find out liquid foundation is 80% water. And because it's 80% water, that percentage is going to absorb into your largest organ, which is your skin. And so your skin is just gonna go, and then you're gonna be left with dry, patchy skin because of your liquid foundations. So using cream, just it mimics the skin, it emphasizes your beautiful features, but because it doesn't have a whole bunch of water in it, a little bit goes a really long way. Okay, just gonna put a little bit right there. And just to give you an idea, I'm just doing a little tap. I'm not wiping, I'm not rubbing, I'm not swiping. I'm doing a little tap because the bristles on all of our brushes are so beautiful. It's designed for this foundation. And so just doing a little tap tap of highlight makes such a difference. Those bristles are able to pick up that cream really easily. Okay, so just put that everywhere that the contour is not. I'm gonna flip my brush over. If you have the detail brush, something like this, you could use that smaller end as well, same concept. I am using the buff brush and I'm just going to brighten underneath my eyes. Now you wanna be very, very light-handed if you have mature skin. I'm on that way. I'm getting to that mature skin stage where I have to be very careful about how much I'm putting underneath my eyes because we get creases, we get lines, all the smiling we have been doing for years and years, and we have some texture. So you want to go as light-handed as possible. You can always build up and work up if you want. I'm going to take then that same highlight color. So this is the one that I used all over. Now I always match you with something that's a little bit lighter, and that is to give some brightening. And I can also mix that lighter color with that darker color as my skin tone changes from season to season. But I'm using that light color and I just applied it underneath my eyes and I just ran a little bit down my nose to help that contour. That's it. This little step, of course, is optional. You can actually add a little bit of brightening if you want to get a little bit more fun, have a little bit more fun with your makeup, and add a little bit of that light highlight color, that one that I used underneath my eyes, just on the chin if you want to just kind of create some brightness. Okay, so I'm still kind of looking scary. I know, just hang in there. I promise it's scary before it gets better. Now I'm going to take a lip and cheek color, and you can take the blush and bronzer brush and you can dip it and apply it right onto your cheeks if you would like. I like to have a little bit more control, and so I'm going to take a little bit with my finger, extremely pigmented, and I'm placing it right here. We're just going to allow that color to work together. I'm gonna mix some lip and cheeks. You can totally do this if you have more than one. All our lip and cheeks are for lips and cheeks. You don't have to put it on your lips unless you want to. I like having a combination of like a matte one and then a satiny one so that I can kind of create the lip color I want, and it's more moisturizing that way. Okay, so I put that on there. All right, so we're looking kind of scary. Now what? You can do two things. If you have this brush, the blush and bronzer brush, if you purchase this one, or if you have the perfector that you use to apply your stay spray, you can use this for blending. I'm gonna use this today because this is primarily what I use, but I'm gonna take that smaller end of the brush and I'm just gonna start blending everything together, marrying those colors together. They're meant to overlap, no fear that you're smushing them all together. They're meant to be. They're being married right now. Okay, so same with the cheek color and the contour. I'm gonna make sure that those get blended really well together. And if you overblend, it's okay. It's cream. We can fix it and create that contour again, okay? So I just married that color together. Look at it, it's looking less scary now. Gonna just blend that out. Marry all those colors together. Okay, so let's say that you accidentally overblended, which is totally fine. We can fix it. You can always go back and add some more contour if you're like, I need a little bit more contour. If you feel like you overblended your contour here, you can always add a little bit more because it's cream. One other way that I like to do is take that highlight color that you used under here and just swipe right underneath it. And it makes that contour kind of pop again. Your contour should act as a shadow. You don't want a line on your face, but just as a little shadow, okay? All right, we're almost done here. Now we're gonna take that illuminator. I have Pearl that I'm using. You might have one different. This is a cream illuminator, and I'm just gonna apply it right here on the high points of the cheek. So you can feel that cheekbone, you're just gonna place it right there. I like to take it and bring it right down the bridge of the nose. This adds all that glow factor that gives that dewiness and youthfulness that we're all constantly seeking. You can even take a little bit of that cream illuminator and apply it on your chin. I like to take the cream illuminator and apply it right on the inner corner of the eye. You can actually take it and put it on your brow bones as well. So definitely don't skip out your illuminator on your cheekbone, okay? And if you're a blush girl like me, you might even go back and you might add a little bit more color because that's just how I do it. Okay, and that's it. That is your 3D foundation. It consists of a contour, a couple highlights, an illuminator, a lip and cheek color, and a couple brushes and your stay spray. This is the basics that you need to be able to get that three-dimensional look so that your skin and your cheekbones are just popping. And it can be done in 5 minutes or less, I promise. This is a talking tutorial, not walking, talking tutorial, but I have timed myself and I encourage you to time yourself too. You can do this in 5 minutes. All right, you guys, I hope you have a great day. If you have questions, don't feel free to message me or drop them down below. Bye.